Andrew McGahan for SevereMMA here in Next Gen Northern Ireland, standing alongside Alan Philpott ahead of his bout in BAMMA. And Alan, if you had told me 3 or 2 years ago that when I came to this gym Rodney's way, you're the man who's opening it up, cleaning the mats and everything beforehand, I'd have laughed in your face. What's wrong with you?
I'm sick.
You're sick?
Yeah.
You've something good has happened anyway.
Yeah, well, it's just discipline, isn't it? Like, no, this is my gym, this is my home from home. If they be given the responsibility, they open up and look after the place while Rodney's away, it's a privilege. So, like I said, make sure everything's going on, running smoothly while he's away. That's my main priority.
Because I know you've said to me before you were younger, you'd act a bit of a dick around the gym and stuff like that. You genuinely have seemed, in all aspects of your life, to have calmed down. What was it happened? Was there a breaking point? This is it, Alan. You so much potential and you're so young, you fought so much. Let's get down to it.
Yeah, well, I did mess about in his bit as young, you know. I've been actually barred from the gym a few times, like, and this is what I want. Without this gym, there's only one way I'm going to go, and I want to stay in the gym. And like so, Rodney, my coach Derek, Norman, all the gym guys, everybody, that I looked up to them all, you know, and they all look up to me and give me a amount of respect. So it's just growing up, just turning into a man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, finally, first day of school today as well. I saw on Facebook. That probably made you check your age.
It was good. And I know it was something different. The Kelsey's wee girl Sophia, you know, it was nice. No, we're only home from holiday yesterday, so everyone's still all go. We still have bags, washing to do, and we had to go and do a big shop earlier. Obviously, all green veg and healthy food. No sweets, like no chocolate.
Not yet.
Not yet. 3 weeks. Yeah, I'll get that chance. But just life in general's changed. Like I say, I've grown up. I've got the girls now, and that alone's changed my life. You know, I've got responsibilities outside the gym. You know, I've got a wee girl who looks up to me, and my girlfriend. You know, we're a family. Family life's the most important thing to me now. Family and the gym. That's the 2 things that mean the most to me, and that's what I want to work hard at and do my best at.
Well, then let's talk about the other thing that's important to you here. Yeah. Getting ready for a night of training, a couple of weeks out from the fight. Where do you think you're at the minute? Do you know that some guys say the peak maybe a week before, 2 weeks before, some peak earlier on in their camp? If you were to estimate yourself now, where are we?
I'm probably middle, like, to be honest. Like, these next 2 weeks get intense. I'll peak just at the right time. You know, I've got a lot of experience now, and I know I have peaked too early in the past, and I've peaked actually too late, and it's caused me fights as well. Like, so it's just about getting that balance right and controlling it. You know, now it's starting to bring the weight down even a bit more quicker than I was, and just start tidying things up and just get the lungs open in that last wee bit.
I only ask because I know Steve, the UK branch of SevereMMA, he was interviewing your opponent, and he said something along the lines of he thinks you're at about 90% of your total potential, he's at 60, and he thinks his 60 is good enough for your 90.
Nowhere near my 90% though. I'm only 22 years old. Like, no, I'm only starting out too, and I'm probably the most experienced person in the whole island, bar obviously the guys who started the sport. Regis, he's just too quick too soon. Like, you know, he's got his brother. He's living off his brother's name. He's K1, number
3rd
3.
ranked in the world, with glory.
Yeah, and he's legit. You know, he's legit. But no, I'm feeling good for this fight. You know, I don't see anywhere that he can bother me. There's not a bantamweight in the whole UK that I know will be able to deal with my countering. No, he's a striker, and I'll take it clean out of his game. I know I'm going to put him off. His takedowns are terrible. He runs with his head down, which like a bull, but he's the size of a lamb. So no, I'm looking forward to this. 90%. I'm nowhere near 90% of my peak. Like I say, I'm only 22. I'm probably only. I'd be around 60-70%. Like, no, I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to get more understanding for the sport.
Starting to feel it.
Yeah, I know different things now where I need to focus on, and this fight camp I have focused on it. No, I have had ups and downs. Like every camp, if anybody say the camp goes perfect, well, fair play. Like, I haven't had a perfect camp yet, but I've had really good camps and close to it. But this one's been good, and I'm just focused. I'm just ready to get back in there and bounce off that loss that I should never have had. So I'm looking forward to it.
If looking from the outside in, to be honest, from some of the fights that maybe you've lost that I've seen you lose, it's just seems like half a second switch, like literally a mental 10-second thing, and then it's like winning the fight up to that point against Ed Arthur, being caught like that. These stuff that replay in your mind, surely.
Oh, fuck, every day. Like, no, there's not a day goes by there's fights I'm thinking of. Like the thing even Conor Mahone fought years ago. No, I seen the clock. I said 10 seconds. He was on his back, and instead of standing back and letting him back up and chilling after dominating the full round, I started throwing stupid shots, leave my head and get caught an up kick. You know, silly things like that. It's just lack of concentration. But like I say, you have to make mistakes to learn from them. So I'm learning slowly but surely. But I'm ready. Like, you know, I'm up there for a reason. I don't know anybody else that got offered 2 title fights for their first 2 BAMMA fights. No, it's clear to see I'm there for a reason. They had Arthur, like I say, that would have been a world champion if I didn't switch off for 2 seconds. Yeah. But you can't do that at this level. You know, it costs you too much.
Interestingly enough, you're one of the one local fighters that I've spoke to that hasn't had his mind on the UFC. And I think it's quite refreshing to see. You see a lot of pros talking about it now. Free agency might actually be a good thing out of a UFC contract for you. Just big fights in the States is kind of what you're aiming towards.
To be honest, I don't care where it is. See if I can do this with making a living off it and be able to look after my family, my mum, and you know, pay my bills. That's all I want. Like, do something you love. I don't care about being rich and famous, and well, I like being famous, I like attention, but I don't care about being rich and all that.
No way, really.
But no, it's good. No, the UFC is, to be honest, seems a lot of negativity about it at the minute. You know, the people leaving, people not re-signing contracts, the Reebok deal, people liking it, people not. Some people getting paid less, some people getting paid more. You know, it sort of brings it down a bit. Like, don't get me wrong, the UFC come, I would jump at it with 2 hands. I would jump at any show with 2 hands. I just want to be able to do this full time, make a living, enjoy it, and look after my family. That's my goal. Like.
And then finally, if we're looking towards this fight, just under 3 weeks, they're expecting something near 5,000 to 6,000 people going to be in this arena. It's going to be pretty much the highest capacity that arena could get without it being a UFC event. This guy's coming over. Do you think you're going to get the support? You think it's going to be an electric event? I know I've said it before. Recently, in the last year anyway, the northern events that I covered, there seems to be, it's a carnival-like atmosphere. It's a day out on a Sunday afternoon. Sell a lot of tickets, sort of thing. Are you expecting this? You're going to bring it down to the Helix, or sorry, the 3 Arena?
Yeah, 100%. There's going to be a good crowd following. You know, there's me, Conor Cook, Honor dos Santos. We're all going out. Gavin Kelly's coming down as well. You know, we've all got good big support. And if you've been in at my fights before, you know what they're like. They're like football fans. They go mad. They love it. They thrive off it. They thrive off seeing me do what I love to do, and that's all it is. But for Regis Sugden, he's making a big mistake. He's saying things but he's not believing it. You can tell. No, you can see him. He doesn't believe anything he says. He's just saying it 'cause he has to look good. No, he's got a good family reputation. He's training with some top guys like Jimmy Wallhead and all the guys down there. So it doesn't make no difference to me. No, I'm where I'm at with the guys that got me here. No, amateurs to pro, every one of them. They're the ones that helped me get here. I go over next weekend to Liverpool. They train with the likes of Dean Garnett, Aaron Robinson. You know,
I was going to ask if you're heading over before your next fight.
Yeah, go over there next week. Go only for the weekend because obviously work. But that weekend alone, I'll learn as much as I would in a full weekend anywhere else. The then guys have my back 100%. We're in contact every day, constantly giving me hints, you know, asking for things. You know, it's just a good relationship. They're my bros. Like, you know, we're all one big family. Anybody that's around me needs to be around me. You know, and I've started up the Sebastian Torres on a Monday to get an extra bit of grappling in, and that's been it's been great too. You know, Sebastian and all the guys at FAI, they've welcomed me in with both hands and they've been brilliant. You know, I've had my saying before with them, like everybody knows I'm a bit of a mouth, but no. After it's done,
people don't know you.
Well, people that don't know me, I'm a bit of a mouth, but no, it's only hype. Like, no, it's business at the end of the day.
Then just one final thing, because I know you. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience it live, and I am a man for really taking an atmosphere and stuff like that. I have a list of the best walkouts. Now, Melbourne Sound, I think, would have been pretty good had I been there. What is going to be up in the 3 Arena?
That's something special.
Is it something good?
Yeah, something special. The place is going to go mad. Like, you know, I buzz off. I listen to it every night. I visualise in my head. You know, it's good. Like Melbourne Sound is going to be hard to beat. To be fair. No, even listen to that sometimes. I was walking uptown the other day and there's these kids just playing it on their phone. I just started getting the hairs in the back of the neck and walked on. But nah, it's going to be another good one. The place is going to go mad. It's going to erupt.
Unreal. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
See you soon.
Don't cry too much on your daddy's shoulder, Regis.